Ever feel like acing a doctor job interview is like some kind of secret society thing? All those cryptic questions and judging you on how firmly you shake hands?
Yeah.
Then they all go compare notes in some hidden room. Okay, maybe not that dramatic, but landing your dream job in medicine, it can feel pretty high stakes, right?
Oh, absolutely.
So today we're going to bust all those myths wide open.
Yeah.
We're doing a deep dive into this presentation on doctor job interviews.
Great topic.
It's from the amazing folks at London Heartbeat's Z Academy in the UK.
They always have such great stuff.
And stick around till the end because they've got tons more awesome resources on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube.
Oh, definitely check those out.
You do not want to miss it. Now, let's be real. Nobody wants to spend hours wading through dense presentations.
Nope.
You got patients to see, research to do, lies to save.
Exactly.
So consider this your cheat sheet. The most powerful, actionable insights we extracted just for you.
That's right.
The best of the best.
Think of it this way. We're giving you the intel to walk into that interview feeling prepared, confident, and just ready to rock.
Exactly. And the presentation really starts strong, emphasizing this point that is so often overlooked. It's not just about showing up.
Right. Simply having a stellar CV and impressive credentials, it's not enough these days. The interview is your chance to really demonstrate how you align with the organization's values, how you can contribute uniquely to their mission.
So how do you do that? Well, the presentation dives into the power of research. And it's not just about skimming their website.
Yeah.
This is about deep diving into their annual reports, understanding their strategic priorities, and spotting opportunities where your skills can make a real impact.
It's almost like being a detective.
Yeah.
Imagine you discover the hospital's recent focus on, say, telemedicine.
Oh, good example.
And you happen to have experience in that area.
Yeah.
Bingo. You're not just a qualified candidate, you're someone who can help them achieve those goals.
Yeah. That's such a smart approach. And speaking of aligning with their goals, the presentation then goes on to talk about personal preparation, showcasing you.
Yes.
It's not just about reciting your resume.
Right.
It's about tailoring your experiences to resonate with what they need.
It's like you're building a bridge.
Okay.
On one side, you've got your skills and accomplishments. On the other, the hospital's challenges and aspirations. Your job is to kind of connect the two in a way that highlights your unique value.
Okay. I'm already starting to feel more confident. But I know what you're thinking. What about those dreaded interview questions?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the presentation breaks them down into categories, giving us a glimpse into kind of decoding the interviewer's mind.
They want to know about your medical experience, of course, but also how you handle clinical challenges, your approach to teamwork, your problem-solving skills.
And they'll probably throw in some situational questions to see how you think on your feet.
Oh, yeah, for
It
sure.
can be a little intimidating.
Yeah.
But the presentation gives us a secret weapon, the STAR method.
Oh, yes.
Tell us about the STAR method.
The STAR method, which stands for Situation, Task, Action, Result, it helps you structure your responses in a clear, concise, and compelling way.
So imagine you're asked about a time you faced a difficult patient situation.
Okay.
Instead of rambling, you calmly lay out the situation,
Right.
the task at hand, the action you took, and the positive outcome.
It's a storytelling technique that turns potentially stressful questions into opportunities, to showcase your competence, your grace under pressure.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's a pro tip from the presentation that I think is brilliant. Flipping the script.
Oh, I like this one.
So you're not just there to answer their questions.
Right.
You should be asking them some, too.
Definitely.
What do you think?
Asking thoughtful questions, it shows genuine interest and helps you gather some crucial information. It allows you to assess if this organization is the right fit for you, which is just as important as them deciding if you're the right fit for them.
So what kind of questions are we talking about?
You could inquire about their organizational culture, their team dynamics, maybe professional development opportunities that they have. Are there any specific challenges the department's facing? How might your expertise contribute to finding solutions?
It's about shifting from passive interviewee to active participant.
Love it.
And that takes us beyond the words themselves to the often overlooked realm of first impressions. And, body language.
Yes, very important.
I mean, we're talking professionalism, of course. Appropriate attire, respectful demeanor, the basics.
Must-haves.
But the presentation goes deeper, highlighting the subtle cues that we all convey through nonverbal communication. Eye contact, a firm handshake, good posture, all of these things speak volumes before you even utter a word.
Even things like your tone of voice and pace of speech can contribute to the overall impression you make. It's like this silent language that can either reinforce your words or completely undermine them.
And we all know how crucial those first impressions can be, especially in a competitive field like medicine.
Absolutely. The presentation reminds us that these subtle details can be the deciding factor between two equally qualified candidates. It's about creating this holistic picture of yourself as someone who's not only competent, but also confident, approachable, and just a pleasure to work with.
Speaking of crucial conversations, let's tackle a topic that can feel a bit uncomfortable. Salary talk.
Ooh, yeah, that one.
Right.
It's important.
The presentation offers some excellent advice on how to approach this potentially delicate subject, and emphasizing the importance of research and preparation.
Couldn't agree more.
So first and foremost, you need to know your worth. Research typical salary ranges for similar positions in your area, considering your experience, qualifications, and unique skill set.
That's a good point.
This gives you a solid foundation for any negotiation that comes up. You also need to be prepared to articulate your value. How will your skills and experience benefit the organization? What specific achievements demonstrate your capabilities?
You're connecting the dots for them, showcasing how your contributions align with their goals and justify those salary expectations.
And while confidence is essential, remember that negotiation is a two-way street.
Yeah.
The goal is to reach a mutually beneficial agreement.
Yeah.
Finding that sweet spot, that win-win scenario where both parties feel valued and respected.
I don't get that.
That's the ultimate aim. Now, beyond the paycheck itself, the presentation also dives into the broader topic of benefits and compensation discussions.
Oh, yeah.
But that's a conversation for part 2 of this deep dive.
All right.
So stay tuned.
It's so easy to get fixated on that base salary number.
Yeah.
But savvy negotiators know the real value often lies in the full compensation package.
Okay, so you've piqued my interest. Tell me more about these benefits and compensation discussions. What should we be thinking about?
Well, think beyond just the paycheck. We're talking bonuses, extra training opportunities, retirement plans, things that impact your financial well-being long term.
Uh-huh. And what about those perks that contribute to, a healthier, happier work-life balance?
Yeah.
Flexible scheduling, parental leave policies, wellness programs, those can be game changers.
Absolutely. It's about knowing what your priorities are and advocating for a package that truly aligns with your needs and values.
So we've covered research, showcasing your skills, negotiating your worth. But let's face it, interviews can throw curveballs your way.
Oh, yeah.
What does the presentation say about handling those, unexpected or downright tough questions?
Well, the presentation acknowledges those curveball moments.
Oh.
And offers some really calming advice. First and foremost, don't panic. Take a breath, collect your thoughts, and remember, even seasoned professionals get stumped sometimes.
It's all about how you handle the pressure, right?
Exactly. The presentation encourages us to view these tricky questions as opportunities to demonstrate problem-solving skills, critical thinking, composure under pressure.
Sometimes it's okay to acknowledge, I need a moment to gather my thoughts.
Yeah.
That thoughtful pause is better than blurting out something you'll regret. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about a simple gesture that can leave a lasting impression. The thank you note. In our digital world, it might seem a bit old-fashioned.
Yeah.
But the presentation emphasizes its continued relevance. What do you think?
A thank you note shows respect, appreciation, continued interest. It tells the interviewer you genuinely valued the conversation and their time.
And it doesn't need to be some formal letter. A concise and heartfelt email can be just as effective.
Oh, absolutely. The key is personalization. Mention something specific from the conversation that resonated with you. Maybe a shared interest, a point of agreement.
So it shows you are actively listening and engaged, not just waiting for your turn to speak.
Exactly. The presentation suggests sending that thank you note within 24 hours of the interview while the conversation's still fresh in everyone's mind.
Okay. Now, what about that agonizing post-interview phase?
Oh, yeah.
The waiting game.
Yes.
What insights does the presentation offer to help us navigate that?
Well, the presentation encourages us to use this time productively, Reflect on your performance. What went well? What could you have done differently? It's a chance to put that self-awareness muscle to work.
So it's about being honest with yourself and identifying areas for growth.
Yes.
Even if you felt like you aced the interview.
Exactly. Now, if you practiced with a mentor or colleague, debrief with them. Get their feedback on your delivery, your responses, your overall demeanor. Sometimes an outside perspective can be incredibly helpful.
It's true. It's true. And even if you don't land this particular job, the lessons learned can be invaluable for future opportunities.
Right.
Document your thoughts, feelings, any insights gained. Treat it as a data point in your ongoing career journey.
That's a great way to frame it. Now, the presentation also suggests keeping track of any specific feedback that you receive from the interviewer. Even a passing comment can hold valuable insights as you refine your approach.
It's all about continuous improvement.
Precisely. Now, if you haven't heard back within the given time frame, the presentation says it's perfectly acceptable to send a polite follow-up email.
Just a quick note reiterating your interest and inquiring about the timeline, right?
Exactly. It shows you're still engaged and eager to join their team. But as always, maintain a professional tone and be respectful of their time.
Okay. So let's envision the best case scenario.
Okay.
You nailed the interview, and you've got multiple job offers.
Congratulations.
That's a fantastic position to be in,
Yes.
but it can also feel a little overwhelming. The presentation offers some guidance for evaluating those offers and making the best decision for your future.
It's very important.
So it's not just about grabbing the highest salary offer.
Not necessarily. It's about weighing all the factors. The benefits package, work-life balance, opportunities for professional growth. Remember that sense of alignment we talked about earlier?
Uh-huh.
It's crucial to evaluate how well each organization's culture meshes with your personal and professional values.
Cultural fit can make or break your experience.
Yeah.
How do you get a sense of that beyond what's, on their website?
The presentation suggests doing some digging. Talk to current employees if possible. Read online reviews and try to get a feel for the day-to-day work environment. It's about finding the right fit, not just the most prestigious title or the biggest paycheck.
This is gold.
Mm.
Now, even if you're not actively job hunting right now, the presentation emphasizes the importance of building your professional network.
Yes.
Why is that so crucial, even for, established doctors?
Well, networking is about more than just finding a job. It's about building genuine connections, learning from others, and sharing your own expertise. It can open doors to opportunities that you never even knew existed, like research collaborations, mentorship roles, or speaking engagements.
I see your point. It's about staying connected to the wider medical community.
Exactly. The presentation encourages attending industry conferences and seminars, joining professional organizations, and leveraging online platforms like LinkedIn. It's about staying engaged, expanding your horizons, and keeping your finger on the pulse of the latest advancements in your field.
This has been eye-opening. Before we wrap up our deep dive into this fantastic presentation from London Heartbeat Z Academy UK, let's take a moment to recap the key takeaways. It's been a whirlwind of insights. We started by busting those interview myths, and then we kind of explored everything from in-depth research and crafting compelling narratives to the, subtle power of body language and navigating those tricky salary talks.
We even uncovered the secrets of the STAR method, the art of asking insightful questions, and the importance of finding a workplace where your values, truly align.
But what I found most inspiring was the presentation's emphasis on continuous improvement.
Yeah.
It's not just about landing this one job. It's about approaching your career as a lifelong journey of growth.
That really resonated with me too. Each interview, regardless of the outcome, it becomes a valuable learning experience. It's about honing your skills, refining your approach, and building that unshakable confidence.
And it's about staying curious, engaged, and connected, within the medical community.
Never stop learning, never stop growing.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into doctor job interviews, courtesy of the incredible team at London Heartbeat's Z Academy UK, I want to leave you with a final thought-provoking question from their presentation.
Okay.
It's a simple question, but it can be incredibly powerful in guiding your preparation and shaping your mindset.
I like it.
Here it is. What aspect of interview preparation do you feel most confident about, and where could you use some extra support?
That's a good one.
Take some time to reflect on this. Identify your strengths, acknowledge those areas where you might need a little boost, and don't hesitate to reach out for help when you need it.
Yeah, that's great advice.
And remember, you got this.
Yeah.
With thorough preparation, a positive attitude, and that commitment to continuous improvement, You'll be well on your way to landing that dream job.
We're confident in your abilities and excited to see what the future holds for you.
Huge, huge thank you to London Heartbeats Z Academy UK for providing this invaluable resource. Don't forget to check them out on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube for more insightful content like this.
They're a fantastic resource for anyone navigating the exciting and sometimes daunting world of medicine.
Best of luck in your job search. We're cheering you on every step of the way.